Hi, my name is Leslie Williams, and today's date is March 11th, 2013, or it's March 12th, it's Monday, 2013, and I am in San Diego, California. I'm a target of what is known as organized stalking, which is also termed as gang stalking. And what I'm going to do in this particular video is try and speak as fast as possible because I'm trying to save memory. But I'm also going to illustrate two factual realities so you can synthesize the identical descriptions in reference to the methods that are used in organized gang stalking expeditions. Now, in September 2012, I had to attend a hearing through the Department of Social Services, and as a result, I noticed how they were deliberately and intentionally scheming directly to me to keep food stamps away from me. And I lost my train of thought, so I'm trying to grab it back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the second part of this purpose of this video, and hopefully as I'm describing that part, I'll remember the first part, and I apologize for that. Go to Google and type in Mary Frances Prevost, okay? Oh, now I remember why. I'm sorry. So I'm going to go back to the first. The point I'm trying to make in this video is to show you the thinking, mentalities, methods, and schemes of organized stalking. As a result of having to attend a hearing, being sent a notice that I had to attend a hearing through concerning my food stamp application that was applied for in the beginning of mid-July, I went down and applied for food stamps, and then they sent me they told me down there when I applied that I qualified. Then they sent me a letter saying that I didn't qualify because I couldn't prove my residency. That's what they said. So so on the form that denied me these services was on the back of the form was a legal resource that community members can utilize if they need legal representation. And one of them was the Legal Aid Society of San Diego. So I went down there to the Legal Aid Society of San Diego on Euclid Street, E-U-C-L-I-D something street. And when I went down there, I was literally gaslighted by their security, 2 separate security staff personnel, and at least the receptionist and one person that was walking in and out of the back offices. So it was their way. Gaslighting is where they engage at times in sensitization methods, which are basically, sorry about that, where what they do is form associations in the target's mind, specific physical gestures, words, phrases, and even sounds, in order to make a target feel stalked as a result of how much the target experiences these sensitization methods along all their routes. It's the organized gang stalking way to let a target know they're being stalked, and as a result they feel harassed. And it's done through associating certain words, phrases, physical gestures, and even sounds. I didn't develop their methods. I'm only telling you what gang stalking targets experience. So as a result of going down there in order to inquire and possibly acquire legal assistance concerning this hearing and denial of my application after I was approved, after seeing them engaging in these organized gang stalking sensitization methods that I was already experiencing along all of my routes and that I've already proved is happening to me. Go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalkers Sent to Harass." Look at what those 3 teenagers are admitting to, and then look in the description of that YouTube video. You'll see a video that shows me describing months prior to me catching those 3 teenagers, before me catching those 3 teenagers admitting to what they admitted to on January 28, 2012. You'll see a video in the description of that YouTube video showing me describing what I was already putting up with along all my routes, and that video was published on December 5th, 2011. So I've already proved, and I have undisputable proof that I'm a victim of this crime. Now, as a result of being gaslighted by 2 separate security staff personnel at San Diego Legal Aid Society, and the receptionist and an individual that was walking in and out of one of the back offices, that told me mentally that they have been infiltrated and solicited to engage in these behaviors to let me know that if I apply for any type of legal assistance, what would be the outcome? Would it be in favor of the actual social services denial of applications for food stamps? Now, keep that in mind. So, as a result of me going down to, this is the second part, of me going down to Mary Frances Prevost's San Diego office that is listed on her webpage, 3115 4th Avenue, on February 20th, 2013, I entered that after researching her address at SDSU and a San Diego Public Library online is cyber surveillance a tactic of gang stalking. Then printing out her webpage that showed that address, and then going down there on February 20th, 2013 before I went to the San Diego District Attorney's Office. I then parked my bike and opened up the door to that address and walked inside, and an individual in there told me that Mary Frances Previs does not work here, this is not her office, and that the person who was telling me this said that as long as he has been there for the last 7 years, it has not been her office. So why is her address on her website? Now, if you go to her website, you'll understand at the very bottom of it, it shows how she filed a class action lawsuit in 2001 in reference to members of the city, county, and sheriff's department illegally taking the blood of individuals, over 10,000 people, in reference to DUI cases, and how the people who were taking these bloods from these people were masquerading as nurses. Now, here's the point I'm trying to make. In organized gang stalking expeditions, practically every single target has their home and or vehicle entered illegally when they are not in it. Either their home, their apartment, their motel room, or their car, or any other transportation vehicle that they own. That is a direct method of organized gang stalking. They'll enter your home, move things around, steal things, replace them later, damage clothing, poison your food. It's all over the internet that this is one of their main objectives. Now, if you go to YouTube and type in "listen to a stranger," you'll clearly see how, in part, they get innocent people in the community to harass a target for them based on a fake badge. Or it can be a real badge if it's a syndicated police officer. He's impersonating a police officer in this video, though. Just like, in part, how it talks about nurses were masquerading as actual people were masquerading as nurses in reference to a class action lawsuit she filed against the city and county. Now, I've made some illustrations here concerning how they will infiltrate legal places. I've made an illustration concerning how they will enter your home or vehicle, practically concerning every single target, and there's hundreds of thousands of targets in America right now, and thousands all over the internet begging for help. Now, in reference to Mary Frances Previs's webpage concerning how, and they also work in hospitals, doctors, psychiatrists, neighborhood doctors, county mental health, okay? Now, when you take all this information in reference to their tactics, how they'll masquerade as nurses, how they'll break into people's homes and even offices, yes, how they got lawyers on board in these campaigns, all you have to do is think to yourself, did somebody break into Mary Previs's office as a result of them surveilling me online, seeing I was looking up her webpage, and then tracking me physically to see where I was going on each and every day? Because if you go to Google and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids, you'll clearly hear that victim say he is harassed everywhere he goes. If he's harassed everywhere he goes, that means he's got to be surveilled and tracked everywhere he goes in order for the harassment to be utilized towards him. So I go down to the office that's on Mary Previs's webpage, 3115 4th Avenue, on February 20, 2013, and an individual tells me she doesn't work there, that it's not her office, and that he's been in that office for 7 years and has never known a person by that name. For 7 full years, and that address is still today on her website. Did somebody break in her office, pretend to be somebody who worked there, and then in order to steer me away from coming back to her office, masquerading as somebody who worked there? Just correlate each statement I made in this video. Okay? Now, she is a lawyer who has filed class action lawsuits against the sheriff department, the city, and the county, which tells me that she's a lawyer, and even her website literally states that one of the reasons why she went to the Western University School of Law was to fight government corruption. They've seen me printing out her website at SDSU Library and directions from the same website at a public library before I actually went down there. So did they just deduce that I was eventually going to go down there, break into her office, if that is her office, and then pretend like she doesn't work there to keep me from coming back? If they'll break into a target's home, motel room, car, if one of the lawsuits that basically on her website talked about how people that are involved in illegal activity masqueraded as nurses, cross-reference my statements and listen to what I'm saying. I'm trying to get a hold of Mary Frances Previs that was illegally arrested at SDSU on February 1st, 2013 because I was exposing the gang stalking that was occurring towards me on their campus. And they staged an arrest based on excuses like you would not believe, and I've already caught them in 4 lies 2 of them caught on audio file and video. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I need anybody's help in reference to trying to find Mary Frances Prevost so she can come to the court appearance. My name is Leslie K. Williams. The court appearance is scheduled for late March 2013. And I have not got anything in the mail yet as of this date, March 12, 2013. Thank you.